What's up everyone, it's HK Gaming. Today I have for you this build that will help you basically get every single item that you want, because this build is super lazy for the lazy people like me who doesn't want to aim, who doesn't want to do anything. This is the build for you. You can use this to farm items for your other classes. Cannot die from this build, even if you want. You cannot die from this build, I swear. And it do a crazy amount of damage. So let's get started. For the skill, we're using the Graveborn with the Spellshot, since we are doing the pixels. Of course, this is the best choice. And then we have the kill skill with spell cooldown rate, with the companion damage bonus. And then we have this one, health regeneration, to for the better survivability. And then we'll have 1 point here just to have that bonus dark magic damage. And then we'll have the Dark Hydra to do more damage as well. So each companion will give you bonus damage. And then this one, our companion will now take part of the damage for us, for better survivability as well. And then maximum health and spell damage, of course. And then we'll have this one and the blast gaps. This is the core idea of the spell. So the damage of the blast gaps is almost like the highest. I think the second highest in the game. Whenever you do a spell damage, there's a chance of you creating an elemental explosion. And this explosion, even though this explosion cannot trigger the critical hit, but when your attack trigger the critical hit, it has a high critical damage. The high critical damage will become the base damage of this. So the higher damage you do, the higher damage this one will do. The reason why we are not putting any points of the lot of the edge is because it doesn't add up to the blast gaps. And then lastly, casting a spell will automatically activate all of the kill skills. This is quite important to trigger all this stuff. And then for the spell shot, we're using the double spell. It has greater flexibility on this situation, but normally you don't really have to switch your spell unless you really want to have the highest speed or quickest time possible. 5 reload speed, of course. 3 magic bullet. Magic bullets is still one of the most overpowered, so we're gonna put 3 points here. And then a little bit spell critical hit chance. 5 cooldowns, of course. We're using the mage armor, refresh the ward, to restore the ward, so we have better survivability. So this way you have really, as you can see, I have 12,000, more than 12,000 shell, and when I keep restoring, you basically just cannot die from any situation. We're not putting any point on glass cannon unless you really want some extra damage, but I feel like this build already does enough damage, so I will not put here. And more than that is that it will no longer recharge our ward, so this is not quite suitable for our build. And then lastly, we're putting point here for more damage. And let's take a look at the hero set. Mostly we want to maximize critical damage and the max HP for the survivability, and a little bit cooldown is fine, but the most important point is the crit damage and the max HP and ward. Mid rank is just nothing to talk about, nothing special. And then for the item, we'll put the Spellblade just here. We're not gonna do any melee damage, it's way too complicated for us. We just want to sit there and relax. So, but we'll still have the on spellcast increase ability damage by 30%, just for the bonus. And then the first weapon, we have the Bloodshot. The reason why we are putting the Bloodshot here is because it provides us a very stable, or I should say more stable damage than the Fear Not. Brush shot is still optional. If you want, you can use the brush shot. If not, you can use Fear Not. But Fear Not would do more damage, but not as stable as the brush shot. It's up to you. And then both of them have the after reloading gain a 50% companion critical hit chance and regenerate maximum health for better survivability, of course. And then this one is just a buff. You can use whatever, to be honest. And then the gun is just whatever as well. You don't really need anything. These two will do every job. For the ring, we are doing the spell damage, spell critical hit chance, and spell critical hit damage as well. Doing bosses will increase the effects by 50%. Since our damage is enough for any mobs like normal or elites or whatever, we're putting this to do better against bosses, since we want to be as safe as possible and as lazy as possible. So this is the best choice. And then this one, we are using the when we kill an enemy, restore 15% of our maximum health and bonus fire damage. After we use this, you just can't die. You just can't die. And we have 25% maximum ward as well. We're putting the on spell cast increased elemental damage for more damage, of course. And then this one is this is very important. It adds 5 points to our breast gaps. So this is crazy. This is crazy. And you have spell damage, all damage deal, and spell critical hit chance here. This will help us to do a crazy amount of damage. And then here we have the lightning damage. And then whenever a companion kills an enemy, the damage increased by 20% for 15 seconds, stack up to 5 times. This is also great to boost up our damage, since we lose quite a lot of damage with the survivability point. And then we're just putting both buff master here. But if you want, you can switch one to a tiebreaker if you want for the buff. And it really is up to your choice. If you want to put spell, you can put spell too. But this is the more laziest way that you can get with this spell. You basically just walk around the map and doing nothing. I swear to God. I'll leave the combat footage at the end. And that will be it for today's video. Leave a like if you enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me to keep the channel running. And I'll be making more gaming videos about guides and builds with all different kind of games. If you have any ideas, please let me know at the comment section below. And that will be it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.